Aloha everybody, I'm Karin down here in San Diego. I'm the founder and owner of Keiko Pro, body sugaring and skincare. I just wanted to introduce myself. Welcome to Sugar Monday. So first and foremost, I wanted to tell everybody why I founded Keiko. Keiko means the little sugar cane in Hawaiian. I left my heart in Hawaii. It's a place of, I guess you could say, tranquility and peace. It's timeless. Absolutely nothing in Hawaii, when you're thinking about it, ages. I don't want to age. I don't think anybody else wants to age. No, just kidding. But it stays beautiful. It's known for its history, its knowledge, the beautiful stories, the beautiful people. It's passed on from generation to generation. So is Keiko and sugaring in general. So sugaring has come from many years ago. There's a lot of wonderful women and men that have sugared in our lifetime, and I definitely want to make sure that when we are sugaring and bringing this product on, this service onto our clients, that we carry on the tradition of where it started. And I thought that would be pretty fitting, that something I am so dearly close to with the Hawaiian culture is also kind of our ohana with sugaring. So if that makes any sense to anyone, it doesn't have to. But for sugaring itself, it's beautiful, it's natural, it's a form of hair removal that we can use on our clients that will just absolutely get them to fall in love with their skin all over again. Started Keiko sugaring a few years ago. I've owned a few salons of my own, and I have realized that over time that we need a sugar paste that was a little more dear to us, more family oriented. We have brought together, from educating with other companies to just getting to know other sugarists in the community. We wanted something that brought us all together, where everybody had a voice and how the paste was going to work, the ingredients in it, and it's kind of a community input on the product itself. So we made sure that when we were producing this product, that everybody that had input, that we listened and we created something very beautiful for everybody to use. I found that over the years, no matter how natural the products were, there's a lot of ingredients that I personally was still breaking out to. I had two beautiful children, which are also very sensitive to a lot of ingredients. I wanted to create something that I could not only use on my kids, not the sugar itself, but the pre and post products that we could use for a back bar, for everyday use. I personally have eczema. I break out to everything, even the slightest forms of, I don't know, everything pretty much. So you will find that all my products are gluten-free, they're dairy-free, talc-free. All the products are tested on not only myself, all of our friends that have tried them absolutely love them. Everything can come scented or unscented. We use only natural essential oil scents that are not too potent for our skin, because we also know that some of the essential oils themselves can be pretty strong if not used correctly. With that said, also our back bar is growing, so if you have any input yourself, please bring it on. We would love to incorporate anything that anyone has some ideas for. So here in San Diego, we have crazy climates. I know that doesn't sound right sometimes, but some days it'll be 100 and something degrees, 90 something degrees, and then at nighttime it'll be 50, 60. You never know exactly what temperature you're gonna wake up to. Sometimes it's extremely humid, 87% humidity to 20 to 30%. It fluctuates constantly. One of the things that I had a hard time with using different sugar pastes, not saying that any sugar pastes out there are bad, it's just every paste has their own recipe and reasoning behind it. With my recipe, I wanted to make sure that our pliability and moisture was key and controllable. Our consistency comes from the fact that I want to make sure that our paste is very stretchy. I've had some issues with pain in my arms, my wrists have a lot of beautiful lines out there, sugaring lines, body lines. Keiko by no means is in competition with anyone else. We are in competition with ourselves. We are every day striving to try and make ourselves better at what we do, educate ourselves as much as we can along the way. And our Sugar Mondays are very brand neutral. We will be discussing our products on certain days, so you get to learn how to use them properly, just so you can see firsthand what our products themselves, are composed of, and why we use them, and how we use them on our clients, because every line has their own techniques and reasoning behind what they did, of course. However, there's a lot of tips and tricks in this industry that we definitely want to share. So our Sugar Mondays will be about, maybe client management, of how, you explain to your clients what to expect versus, why we need scrubs and exfoliation in between services. In the past, I've had issues with carpal tunnel and tendonitis and back problems and back aches, shoulder aches, you name it. I wanted to make sure my paste was very pliable. Pliable meaning it was very stretchy, that I wasn't going to stretch it to the point where it was going to fly across the room, but stretchy enough where I had the opportunity to lessen the load on the rest of my body. So that's kind of where we came up with the idea of what we're using today. Sugar Mondays are going to be something similar to why do we exfoliate in between services, and what exactly are we explaining to our clients of how our hair is regrowing, what's the importance of wearing gloves when we're sugaring. There's any questions that you guys have, feel free to ask. We'll answer those in our Sugar Monday. We would like to also make sure that, brand neutral again, that if there's any questions out there in general about hair removal versus, waxing versus laser hair removal, anything like that, we want to be able to answer questions for everyone. And we're not here to talk bad about anyone. We're just here to pass out information that we feel we have learned this far in the industry that has been very beneficial for you, your business, your clientele. So yeah, just a little bit about myself. I am born and raised in Europe. I moved to San Diego, in 97. I had been in the Navy, and from the Navy I had gotten out after my tour, and I became an EMT, then a paramedic for San Diego here. And then I decided that, I wanted the family and the kids and everything, and I was always very into skincare, and never thought specifically I would be in skincare for other people, but I love the medical aspect of everything, and I realized that the skin is a very interesting organ of the body, largest organ of the body, right? So I decided to take, the classes and continuing education, and then I realized I absolutely love teaching other people. We opened a couple of salons down, here in San Diego, and it was the one-on-one interaction that I did love with the clients, but over time I realized what I was thriving on wasn't necessarily opening these salons. It was actually building the girls that worked for us and teaching them and watching them thrive, giving them the clientele, because they always leave. Everybody always leaves, right? You learn, you move on, that's okay. We have taught so many awesome sugarists that now have their own sugaring line, or they have their own spas, they have their own chains, and that is amazing. I thrive on that. All my educators that thrive on that. We love it. More power to you. We decided then, after spending so much time on education and loving the fact that we are bringing knowledge to all the new sugarists out there, that it was time to sell the business and focus on Keiko. And now that Keiko has is starting to thrive, and we have this beautiful ahana of sugarists, we wanted to focus on that and give everybody an opportunity to be part of this amazing brand. The brand is not me. The brand is everybody that has joined us. We have our educators nationally. A lot of these girls I've sugared with over the years, I've gotten to know them. They are the same as I. They thrive on the fact of helping others. They love the industry. They love, bringing the natural skincare out there for everybody to get to, to enjoy. Keiko itself is, not only the educators, but it's also the clientele. It's our customers. It's all of you sugarists that are, you know, partaking in this company. It's just a big group of us that get to have a chance to talk and get together and brainstorm, and the laws are always changing. I know here in California for sure, so we can definitely talk about that here and there. I'm not well versed on other states or anything, but I'm sure that some of my educators are. There's lots of tidbits of information, business side of things that we would love to send off to all of you. We do not make this in our kitchen. Our sugar is produced in a manufacturing company. They handle it with care. They make sure that it's very consistent. The temperatures are always regulated. You will always find the same product, same ingredients, sugar, lemon, water, that's it. No colors, dyes, perfumes, no sparkles, no confetti. None of that is going to be in our product. It's very simple. We have 5 different pastes. 4 are very popular. We start, at pastes from the legs, specialized, to the Brazilians and brows, and we'll definitely have a Sugar Monday segment, probably the next one, just purely about our sugar paste. So stay tuned on that, okay? Quick intro. Here is our powder, our awesome shaker. There's 3 different sizes up here. They can lock it so powder doesn't go poof and go messy everywhere, right? So talc free. It's made with 2 ingredients. It's got our shakers themselves have a little essential oil. I decided to do that when I was pregnant, and I couldn't stand the smell of anything that I was sugaring, so I did a little essential oil, and it seemed to have taken off, and everybody seems to like it. But our 2-pound bag does come without the essential oils, and I can teach you how to put it in yourself too if you ever want to. Coconut foaming cleanser. It foams. It's amazing. Little goes a long way. You hardly use any of it. It smells amazing. This one's my favorite. It does come unscented as well, but it is a natural, phthalate-free essential oil, and it reminds me of Hawaii, sitting on the beach, getting rubbed down. So, but it works really well. It's saponified coconut oil. It works great on deodorant. It works great on legs when you need that extra real good prep, which is something we'll also go over about Sugar Mondays. That extra prep goes a long way to get a very easy, breezy, full leg sugar. You're gonna start liking full leg sugars again after this, I promise you. For our back bar products, I was telling you earlier that I'm super allergic to a lot of things. So I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that this stuff has been tested by myself and all my friends that have issues with breaking out or anything in the realm of sensitivities, okay? So no colors, dyes, perfumes again. There's no dairy, no phthalates, no glutens, never, ever tested on animals. Here, as you can see, is our cleanser. It is very concentrated. So what we do is we have this as the refill, and we'll go into all of our products, of course, too. But we are trying to be eco-friendly as well. So we have refills, so you can refill your containers. We're coming out with the lotion refills. We're coming out with the powder, and well, we already have the powder, but we're coming up with the mist and everything else that has refills. So I'd like, to be able to be as eco-friendly as we can, especially with our clients. Even when we start, selling our retail, our clients can come and refill their containers as well, just as an extra option for you guys, okay? Of course, we have our cucumber mist as well. It is very calming, hydrating. I love using it just during the day to refreshen myself up in between clients. It does have salicylic. While it has a natural version, not the medical version, it has willow bark, which we'll go more into detail on Sugar Monday next week. So calming, cucumber, aloe, willow bark. It's amazing. Coconut lotion. Yes, coconut lotion. It doesn't smell very strong because it doesn't have any added fragrances. However, it is amazing. It is soft, it's not greasy, it is thick enough to really hydrate the skin post-sugaring. It's calming. It does have honey in it, and for those of you that love honey, you also know how amazing that is on the skin. So we'll go into more detail about that, of course. However, coconut lotion and our preservative is from a green tea extract, which is amazing for anyone with eczema. My child has it, I have it. You use this one time with eczema, it is amazing. It works, I promise. I'll show you before and afters. So all in all, join us on Sugar Mondays. I can't wait to hear all the questions everybody has. We'll answer everything that we can as soon as we can. And of course, happy sugaring. Mahalo.